Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Reason out, season out, hang out, chill out with the highest truth of Paramashivatva. I'll repeat. Reason out, season out, hang out, chill out with highest truths of Paramashivatva. Understand? Truths of Paramashivatva. All the constitutional rights given to each soul by the cosmos is the highest truths of Paramashivatva. See, like each country guarantees some rights by their constitution to their citizens, cosmos guarantees certain rights to all the beings, especially to human beings. So understand, the first right, I call it as the first amendment. The first right cosmos gives you is to think, feel, experience, and live as Paramashiva, and to be treated by everyone around you, everything around you as Paramashiva. Listen, not only you have the right to think, feel, exist, experience, live as Paramashiva, you have the right, everything around you, not only human beings, even the nature around you should treat you as a Paramashiva, and you have a right. Please understand, these are the fundamental rights guaranteed by the cosmic constitution to every being, especially to human beings, because the human beings are hardwired for these greatest truths. Reason out. When I say reason out, I mean continuously using your logic, rationality, see, power to rationalize, ability to logically analyze, ability to internalize, the power of Sankhya, the right reasoning, the right way of reasoning is the unique gift given to all human beings. Understand? Just like 2 hands, 2 eyes, 2 ears, Paramashiva has given us a unique power called ability to rationalize, ability to logically come to a conclusion. And please understand, your ability to rationalize and ability to come to a logical conclusion is nowhere related to your so-called degrees, universities, education. No. Ability to logically come to conclusion, ability to rationalize comes through involvement. It is simple involvement. Please understand. If you develop the ability to rationalize, logically come to conclusion, reason out, through involvement, that becomes a powerful tool for your pratyaksha pramana. Isha vasyam idaggo sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat. Whatever you perceive as changeful inside and outside you, even when you perceive as changeful inside and outside you, it is God consciousness which is beyond any change. Listen, the different levels of understanding. When there is a movement, thought flow in you, when there is a change in you, outside also changes, so it is called world. This is yoga. Stop the movement inside you. Inside, when the moment stops, outside movement also will stop. You will perceive the world as consciousness. This is Tantra. Hey, listen. Even while you perceive the change inside and outside you as changeful, it is consciousness living Advaita. Advaita. Listen. Your logic functions continuously in the form of thought, dividing to come to conclusion. Your emotion functions in the form of including to reach completion. Only when the inclusion and conclusion merges into each other, completion happens. People who sacrifice conclusion for the sake of inclusion are poets. Poets can be amazing inclusive people, but can never be conclusive practical. People who sacrifice inclusiveness for the sake of conclusion, amazing mathematicians. They will be amazingly conclusive, practical. You can't live with them. They can never make good husband or wife. They can be amazingly conclusive, but you can't live with them. They'll be literally dead. Dead means dead. If I had to use the word dead, that will be much better. Even in the word dead, there is little life. The word dead, where completely no life. Listen. The best statement ever made, with the ultimate inclusiveness and conclusiveness, is this one statement. Ishavashyam idaggun sarvam yatkincha jagatyan jagat. The signs need to make sense to our inner space. That is what is logical understanding. Then internalizing. Then coming to conclusion. When it becomes conclusion, it starts happening in us. So, I was wondering how I am going to present the signs logically, because it is such subtle, powerful thought current. Words which always make sense in you, either this or that. Understand these words. Words have such big difficulty. It always conveys to you this or that. But the most subtle thought currents cannot get controlled by this or that. Listen to this carefully. Listen to this carefully. Even functioning in a understandable logic is a kind of a oneness. So Arunagiri Ishwara revealed this. It's a too subtle sacred secret. Listen. You can understand, if you understand this example, in the dream, listen to this, in the dream, sometime you will know how the other person is going to act or react. You will be talking for yourself. You yourself will be internally thinking that this is the way he is going to act, and exactly that's the way he will act. Actually, you are only acting as that person also. It is like a different balloons with the same air. If you have experienced this state which I am talking, you can understand what I am talking. If you just experience this state I am talking, where in your dream, you talk for yourself, you talk for the person about whom you are dreaming, both. If you have had the taste of that state, or sometime in the Satsangs, when you are sitting deeply connected with me, you just know the next statements I am going to utter, and you literally think this is what Swamiji is going to utter, and exactly I will be uttering the same statement. If you have tasted that state, if you have tasted these two states, you can understand what I am saying. Ishavasya Upanishad gave all the conclusions. Ishavasyam idam sarvam yatkincha jagatyan jagat tena tyaktena bunjita makridam makridakasya svidhanam. All conclusions. Ishavasyam idam sarvam, the conclusion about the universe, the life image you need to have. Ishavasyam idam sarvam yatkincha jagatyan jagat tena tyaktena bunjita makridakasya svidhanam means that second statement is the conclusion, the relationship you need to have with the universe. Everything is part of you, be part of it. Not having the individual I and mine, celebrate the whole. The whole Ishavasya Upanishad, if you see. Conclusions, that's all. Conclusions. If you just pick up the conclusions declared by Ishavasya Upanishad and start living, cognizing, you are done. Nothing more need to be done. You are a Jivan Mukta. But you don't do it with that simplicity, in that simple way. You ask for a method. How? How? Everything is God. How? Then comes The answer from Upanishad. The Kenopanishad. Kenopanishad is a powerful thought current. I should say thought currents because few more are presented in this. Powerful thought currents. The first thought current presented in Kenopanishad is seeking. Keneshitam patati preshitam manakena prana pratama praiti yuktaha keneshitam vachamimam vadanti chakshushrotram kavu devo yunakti. By whom, willed and caused, does the mind go towards its object? What a question. Just by the strength of the question, you know the person who is in front of you is a seeker or poker, or just an empty cooker. By whom? Kene shitam patati preshitam mana kena prana pratama praiti yuktaha. By whom, willed and caused, does the mind go towards its object? By whom, directed and united with which, does the first vital life energy, the chief cause, comes forth towards its activities? At whose will does the speech gets activated and speaks? Enlivened and directed by what? Luminous divine power. Indeed, do the eyes and ears engage in their functions. Understand? The moment you remember you, what all you perceive as part of you, start questioning them. Start questioning them. Questioning, putting questions about those basic things. Putting questions about those basic things is seeking. Don't assume anything. Understand? The more and more you assume, more and more it shows your ignorance. People who answer for their questions are fools. People who understand when I question their answers are the most intelligent beings. Understand, I do two things when people come with question. Sometimes I give answers to their questions. Sometimes I question their answers. When you put a question, you have certain answers in that question. You have certain conclusions. Based on those conclusions, you put the question. I question those conclusions. I question those answers you have. Understand? I am defining seeking. Seeking is having questions without any assumptions as foundation. Non-assumption questions, non-assuming questions is seeking. Seeking is the love letter from your beloved who is living in your heart forever. If you miss that, you may have to wait for ever and ever to get the second letter. Understand? It's a message from your beloved who is residing in your heart forever. Anything can be lost, not seeking. Body can be lost, you can have immediately another one because tons are there in the planet Earth. Billions of bodies are there. Mind can be lost, immediately you can make another one. Understand? Anything can be lost, you can get it, not seeking. Constantly keeping your inner quest alive, keeping the basic questions alive till they become experiential answers, not intellectual, experiential answers. What am I doing? Every day, what am I doing? What I am doing, is it exactly moving me, pushing me towards where I am supposed to reach? What am I doing? Where am I going? What am I doing? Where am I heading? You are capable. Your seeking is powerful enough to make you reach whatever you are seeking independent of any external help. Without any external support and help, your seeking is powerful enough to make you experience the space you are seeking. Meditate on this. Just meditate on this one truth. If this one truth clicks with you, that is enough. I can guide you into this 400 powers of Mahadeva. What 400 powers of Mahadeva? I can guide you guys into Mahadeva himself. Just this one truth has to strongly click with you guys. Your seeking is capable enough of making you experience the space you are seeking without any external help, assistance, or input by just its own intelligence. That's all need to click with you. If this one truth clicks with you guys, that is enough. I can lead you into what Mahadeva describes in Agama, living Shuddhadvaita, living pure Advaita, manifesting the experiences and powers of Advaita. Manifesting experiences and powers of Advaita. Understand? Be informed. I'm very seriously manifesting all these powers, very sincerely manifesting for the sake of training this first batch of Balasangs. So I'm opening the shop, which is free. It is now your decision to seek is going to make you experience all this. Listen, I am opening it. Now your decision to seek will make you experience it. That is why I am saying, meditate on this one truth. Tonight when you go and lie down, see, I'll describe seeking in a much more practical sense. It can start in as simple as when you look at the sky, what is there so much? Beyond all this, what is there? It can start even with that simple question. Any question you have about these four: universe, self, God, and universe which you are perceiving, nature. The part which you are not perceiving is universe. The part which you are perceiving is nature. So let me repeat. Any question you have about universe which you can't perceive, God, self, and nature, Prakriti. In these four, any question you have about these four can provoke seeking in you, can invoke seeking in you. Go behind the question. Decide to align your life with the answer you are finding. Listen. Having deep question about any one of these four or all these four is seeking. Deciding to go behind the answer is courage. Deciding to align your life to this answer by renouncing unnecessary things is vairagya. Understand? Having questions about these four is seeking. Deciding to go behind the questions is courage. Deciding to leave all the other unnecessary things behind and align your life to the answers you will discover is vairagya. Invoke seeking, that is enough. You don't need to be worried about vairagya, courage, all that now. Listen carefully. Whatever intention you have that you want to become, that is you. Other than that, any psychological, physiological, neurological experience, perception you go through is not you. If you feel depressed about your body and your mind and about yourself, or if you feel excited, elated about your body, your mind, and about you, whether depression or excitement, nothing is you. Nothing is you. When Arunagiri Yogeshwara shared these words with me, the way it entered into my system, the way it became part of my cognition, the way it became part of my reality, from that day, never physiological, psychological, neurological ups and downs can bind me in any way. Listen to this truth and contemplate on it. I'll support you to experience that as reality. I still remember you are sitting in this very posture, Sukhasana, having hand on my shoulder, and said the exact words uttered in Tamil. மெயின் நினைவாலோ உயிர் நினைவாலோ மூளையாலோ உணர்பவை உள்ளது அல்ல. I know for sure, even if you're a Tamilian, you can't understand these lines because it is classical Tamil. I asked him, then what is me? He put the next question, what do you want to become? Small boy. I just stretched my chest in a wide way, put both my hands on the hip and said, Sadashiva. Whatever I heard from the temple lectures, Satsangs, pravachans, books, that is what I know as ultimate. So I put both my hands on the hip and said, looking into his both eyes, said, Sadashiva. Already his hand was on my shoulder. The one more reason I put both my hands on my hip, I just want to give him more space so that he will not take his hands off. His hands will rest comfortably on my shoulder. I was so much in love with him, I will not miss a single chance to have his touch. Whether he touches me or I get a chance to touch him. Already his hand was on my shoulder. He said, you are that. It was so clear, I can see. It's directly from his third eye to my third eye. There was no questions, doubts after that. He himself explained. Your intention is the only living mechanism in you. ஆஞ்ஞையே உனக்குள் இருக்கும் உயிர், ஆஞ்ஞையே உனக்குள் இருக்கும் கடவுள், அதுவன்றி வேறொன்றும் உன்னுள் உயிர்த்திருப்பதில்லை என்பதனால் உயிர்த்திருக்காத ஒன்று உயிருக்கு உபத்திரவம் தர இயலாது. Means your intention only is you, your intention, what you want to be is only God in you. Your intention is the only living mechanism in you. Other than your intention, everything else is matter in you. Because of that, the matter cannot disturb your intention, which is you. You cannot be controlled, affected by the matters in you. Whatever liberates you can't be called as thought currents. That is Kundalini current. Every Kundalini current make your whole system as bliss spot. Your whole blood, bone marrow, everything becomes such beautiful bliss overflow. What you strongly believe inside you as your fundamental right. Listen, all of us strongly believe some things as our fundamental right. That freedom should not be touched. Because I go through whatever I go through which I don't want in my life just for that one thing. So all of you look into what do you think as your fundamental right. Listen, what you feel, what you believe as your fundamental right, that plays a major role. Because when you are alone, you boil down only to your, what do you think as your fundamental right. A man who thinks, I tolerate all this just for the sake of money, who thinks money is his fundamental pleasure, fundamental right, naturally he will become rich. He will be working only towards wealth and he will become rich. But he will not be fulfilled. Please understand, whatever you think as your fundamental right, you equate that and your life. You are ready to bargain with your life to gain that. Sometimes, yes, from girlfriend. Sometimes, yes, from a business proposal. Sometimes, yes, for pleasure. Whatever you equate as your fundamental right in your life, you will get that, no doubt. But be very clear, you will never be fulfilled by that, because actually your fundamental right is to build the bliss chemistry in you. Anything other than that, you will feel you have been cheated or you wasted your life on it. There are so many things in your life which you don't like, you do it just for the sake of what you think is the fundamental pleasure of your life. Anything you think as your fundamental right, for which you go through whatever you go through in your life, whether it's money, name and fame, relationships, pleasure, you will get that. But by that very thing which you equated your life to, you will feel cheated by that. No pleasure, no money, no power, no girlfriend, even if it's Miss Universe or Miss Cosmos or Mr. Cosmos. No one can equate your life. Understand? Your fundamental right is building your own bliss chemistry, where you are independently able to fall into the joy and bliss just by your intention, your will. Ability to fall into the bliss chemistry just by your will, independent of anything else, is your fundamental right. Every child should be taught this is your fundamental right. I'll just connect and tell you clearly. First thought current I give you is, you are your intention, nothing else. Neither physiological nor psychological or neurological experiences are you. You are beyond all of that. Now listen to this thought current. Everything your life is made of is your very expression. Listen, everything your life is made of is your very expression. Experientially playing with them, changing them, altering them, manipulating them is powers, siddhis. Understanding, no need to play with any of this. You are beyond, and going beyond is enlightenment. Listen now. Listen now. Now what I said is pure science. Mahadeva gives a very powerful practical methodology to experientially realize this statement. The statement which I uttered now is a sutra, pure science. Whatever you see in your life, including the walls of this hall, and me sitting in front of you, this throne, your chair, the people sitting around you, everything is made of a material which is from inside you. You can alter, manipulate, extend, reduce, change everything as you want. Please understand. Everything you see in your life is made out of a stuff which comes from your very self. The wax, the material in which your waking state is made and your dream state is made, that material is from you, inside you, just like cobweb. It's from you, the material is manifested. Listen, listen. How this can become our realization? How this can become our realization? This thought current now which I said is a pure science. Now Mahadeva comes next to applied science. How to make that into reality for you and how to use that in your day-to-day life. It's a very beautiful revelation. Listen. Mahadeva says, early morning, the period of Brahma Muhurta, where the so-called reality, waking state has not become 100% real for you, and the dream state has not yet become 100% dream state for you, where you are just moving in between. Brahma Muhurta, morning 4:30 to 6, where your inner space, some moments is in waking state, some moments in the dream state. Make use of that time to infuse some ideas into your system. Listen. For example, you are feeling life around you and inside you is very poor. You are not having enough resources. You want wealth. Try to play early morning, that 4:30 to 6, infusing yourself with the idea, let me manifest wealth. Your visualization should be more towards wealth, not towards moving away from poverty. Please understand. If you say, let me move out of poverty, you will be all the time visualizing poverty. No. Move towards wealth, visualizing wealth. The first thing will happen when you consciously play with your Brahma Muhurta consciousness. That's a unique consciousness. That's a unique time and space where you are neither fully awake, nor fully sleeping, nor fully dreaming. You are like a original material out of which you are made is available for alteration, transformation, manipulation. The material out of which you are made is available to yourself at that moment. Just few days from today to next Sunday, this 1 week, every morning, this Brahma Muhurta time, try to play with your consciousness. I gave you the example of money because that's the biggest problem everyone has. Whether you have or don't have, you have a problem. If you don't have some type of problem, if you have some type of problem, you can work on even your health. You can work on your relationships. You can work on your fulfillment, feeling alone, empty, lonely, on anything you can work. Try to visualize what you want to manifest. It will not take more than 3 or 4 days for you to realize. Actually, you are setting the trend and thought current. You are setting the trend and thought current of what you want to express in that Brahma Muhurta time. Sleeping during that time means wasting your life. Do not entertain. Please listen. Do not entertain the thought currents which are not directly conducive for your life at those moments. Because whatever you entertain during the time will become part of you. Now play with this thought current, this Kundalini thought current. The first realization you will have is your whole life is not solid as you think. It is just liquid or semi-solid. It is liquid or semi-solid. You can manipulate it. You can manifest it. You can play around with it. Understanding this thought current is too important. Your physiological, psychological, neurological ups and downs are not you. Means, whether you feel sexually aroused or frightened and shrinking or filled with the excitement of the future victory or shaken by the fear of future failure, all these are not you. But the material, space, stage on which all this dance is performed, that stage is you. The muscles on which this memory dances is you. The biology on which this biomemory jumps is you. Then you should know, why are you allowing this stupid biomemory and stupid muscle memory in your biology and your muscles? Because your God particle need to strongly remember it is not particle, it is God. God particle is all the time try to be particle. It need to know you are God, not particle. Understand the stage, the space where the neurological, physiological, psychological ups and downs happen. The stage, the space is you. Purpose is to remind your space of God. Please listen. You are not God particle, you are God. You are not Aham, but you are Sadashivoham. Understand? Knowing this thought current is opening your inner guru to yourself. Then even getting terrorized by the fear of death or aroused with a sex or desire, excited about the future success, frightened about the future failure, all this also you will start seeing, why am I allowing this to happen in my muscles, in my biology? You will understand every change, every physiological, psychological, neurological ups and down comes with a great message. Tattvamasi, you are that. Tattvamasi, you are that. Tattvamasi, you are that. This is what I call perpetual completion. Sahaja Samadhi. My physiological, psychological, neurological ups and downs are not me, but the muscles and biology in which all these are happening is me. So, why am I allowing all this to happen in me? Because they come with a message, I am that. They come with the message, you are that. They come with the message, I am God, not particle. Let this become your subject for Vakyartha Sadas, cherishing, thinking, feeling, internalizing, internalizing. You will see even a small needle piercing your body by mistake, or you go on getting into a fight unnecessarily. Everything leads to this one reminder, Sadashivoham, 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 Sadashivoham. The moment you start remembering, you may not need the reminders. The moment you wake up, you may not need the alarm clock. So, the moment you remember Sadashivoham, the physiological, neurological, psychological ups and downs will automatically stop, even if you don't do anything to stop them. Because they served their purpose. They finished their job. Every fear stroke comes with a message. Remember you. Every desire comes with a message. Get back to you. Internalizing this thought current will put you in perpetual completion, Sahaja Samadhi. Only when the seeking enters, the life itself starts in you. Till then, whatever you may have may be style, but not life. Understand? Maybe style, but not life. Don't call that as lifestyle. Seeking integrates you. Seeking evolves you. Seeking awakens you. Seeking aligns who you are to yourself. I tell you, till the seeking starts, even you will not experience what you call as you. I know the stupid human beings who think they are rich by having only money. Understand? Poor are those who have only money. Uneducated are those who are educated only in schools. Seeking sets the right standard, right expectation about life. All these words have no meaning till seeking enters into you. till you start questioning your very existence, till you start analyzing genesis of your identity, till you start looking. Please understand, I am not saying till you find answers, no. Because seeking can never find answer, it can only find experience. A seeking, please understand, seeker never finds answers, he finds only experience. Seeking actually awakens the seeker to his original state. Seeker never finds answer, he only finds his nature. Sadashivatva. Till seeking penetrates your thinking system, till seeking becomes an important component of your cognition, life has not started in you. Life starts when seeking becomes your cognition. When the seeking becomes your cognition, everything becomes sweet. Thinking, feeling, working, living, loving, caring, even fighting. Now everything becomes juicy because you have a purpose, you have a reason, you are needed. Look into this important pattern in which all of you are stuck. All of you are constantly comparing the lifestyle and thought current which develops after seeking, its plus and minus, and the lifestyle before the seeking and its plus and minus. If you are doing that, you are stupid. Then you are comparing like a adults' lives plus and minus and kids' lives plus and minus. Yes, surely kids' life has some plus which adults' life does not have, but that does not mean you can remain as kid forever. That is a disease, that is sickness, that is immaturity. Being childlike is different, being childish is different. You are trying to be childish and you think your childishness should be celebrated as cute. No. No.
So beautifully, Swamiji explained to us about starting with how to reason out, season out, hang out, chill out with Paramashiva. And Swamiji explained to us about how to have this 5 Kundalini thought currents in us, and how these thought currents that we carry inside us. You may be feeling like extremely high or extremely low. Your neurological, your physical, physiological, psychological, neurological ups and downs are not you. But you are the stage in which the whole thing is happening. I mean, every cognition was so supremely powerful and empowering. I request all of you to take a few minutes and just write down the clicks you got from this session. And with this, we are coming to the conclusion of today's program. And how was today's sessions?
Yes, please share with us how today's sessions were. And most importantly, tomorrow we have something very, very, very exciting. Tomorrow, we're all going to be having a very special past life regression process where you're going to be going to your past life and completing with the patterns from your past lives. So do not miss. Tomorrow is a very, very powerful day. We're going to be learning a lot of things of how to let go of the past, how you can manifest the future as you want, and not letting go of the past per se, but actually making the past redundant to you and even altering your past factually. We are going to be learning all these powerful sciences. So do not miss. Please be there tomorrow, and invite your friends, family members, everyone to come and experience.
With this, we have come to the conclusion of today's sessions. So remember, tomorrow we're going to learn how to rewrite your future, and we're going to do this special past life regression process. This process will be available only on the Zoom room. So even the participants watching us on social media, during the process time, we would be not streaming it live. So you have to be doing it with us in the Zoom. So please make sure you're there, logged in tomorrow. With this, let's conclude today's day with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padukar Pranamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you all. Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam.